All right. So let's continue with this. But I was hearing something about a race of babies hate the ladies that make the babies. But I feel like this is about like a group of people that found out people that have like extraordinary DNA or something, gifts, even singing, drawing, something like this, man. And they was breeding with these people in order to destroy these people, their bloodlines, their family trees, their lineage, and then produce children with those last names or that's connected to those families, royals, elites that maybe didn't have big families, they passed away, left all their riches, their wealth. This could even have something to do mainly with the world card energy being connected to these people, being a part of America or something like this. Something like this has always been going on in the dark, right? And so these people have all of the eggs from these particular extraordinary people and their children. And it's almost like a killing spree or like a purge or something to get rid of the people with the original that originally produced the children or the stock. After they get somebody that is intertwined with that stock. So you take me and you take another person from some family. These people don't have gifts. They just bland people or something like this. They don't produce. They have a child with somebody that has extraordinary DNA that has these things in their bloodline. Even if they can try to prove that these people didn't get to use these skills or they didn't get accepted in certain doors throughout their life. So it's no way to like, it would be like no way to prove, like I said, unless you was watching this person in a private house. Like for me, I started out with scrapbooking, with crafts. That led to jewelry making. That led to, making candles, learning how to make candles myself and doing a good ass job. That led to me learning how to cook really good. That learned to me learning how to make books or journals, right? Then it led to me to learn. I didn't want to pay a whole bunch of money to get my hair done, so it led to me learning how to make wigs. And then I learned to me learning how to do my own braids. I hate doing it. I don't ever really rarely do it ever anymore. It's just something that if I could afford it, I would just pay for it because I don't like the braid. I don't like doing hair. Okay. But I know how to do things that have something to do with hair, right? What else? It led to me learning how to do all the. It led to me learning how to make T-shirts. Now, you know, never really taking any of these things and turning my onesie. I opened up a onesie shop before, but never really turning any one of these things into a profession. But I do notice one thing. I love jewelry and accessories and purses, like not expensive stuff, but like, little cutesy stuff you will find at the beauty supply. So I opened up a purse shop. You see what I'm saying? But I'm noticing that every single thing that I did, something coming from this spouse. So that's why I don't know if this has something to do with possession. Stop me in my tracks from doing it. You get what I'm saying? The candles, it turned into a problem with the fragrance. This was making this person get a headache. With the crafts, it was messy. You can't just have this like this. With the store, I started getting invaded by like random people, stragglers walking into the store. You know what I'm saying? And starting giving me a problem. So I had to shut down the store. It's all these different things. It's not like blaming anybody for anything because within the past 7 years, it's something about some destiny that's supposed to be filled, a slipper or a shoe that I'm supposed to be going into, and then it's going to change my whole life. So it's not like I'm sad about it. You know what I'm saying? It just, it led to me finding another way of even seeing the world. And then, you know what I'm saying? Realizing that I'm destined for something and somebody's actually trying to take that away from me, right? So these people, all these people that we're talking about that I grew up around, they already knew about destinies. They already knew about destiny swapping. They already knew about magic. They already knew that your parents was in a coven. They already knew that your parents was in a secret society. If you have karmic parents that didn't want to know, that didn't allow for you to know this, people in your family knew what they were. You didn't know what your family was, or this so-called family of yours. It's something like this. Because just because I enjoy learning new things and adding them into something personal that I like to do, it doesn't mean that, you know, I want to sit there all day doing these things and that's what I want to turn into a business. It's just I like to explore. All right. So I feel like somebody's trying to say you're a dud or whatever you produce. But what I'm saying is there's been somebody watching this whole time, seeing what you do, and then investing. This could be your spouse, your father, a group that they're connected to. And then they just invested. They seen what you came up with and said, ooh, let's invest in that. Brainstorming a business idea that's brilliant. Let's invest in that. So somebody just used you as a brain center, basically, without inviting you into the family company that could have been left in my name or your name. You know what I'm saying? But they found out other ways to get gain off of your person. This could be your blood is worth a lot. It could be you have a rare blood type. You know, your plasma is rare. You know, it could be because now you have to look at it like this is very invasive with organ harvesting and all this shit being so abrupt and it being something you wouldn't have heard of in the 80s or 90s, even if they was doing it. But now today is something that people are talking about as a problem, why people could be missing and shit like this. Why people might even marry you and be in a relationship with you, right? If I can clone myself and leave a bland version and this person is okay with that, you know, behind, then I can take this shit on the road with somebody else and make money off of this wife this should be a crime. I mean, it is a crime. And then again, some of these family members, you know, maybe these people were in secret family things, structures, and your person found out what their family was doing to their wife or their husband, and they spoke up about it. And these people just got rid of that motherfucker because it's too much money that we can make off of your wife's eggs. You might make pretty ass babies. It doesn't matter. I'm saying that it's something like this where somebody is going to jail. Okay, a group of people. And it's really hard because this is something that's deeply woven into people that got a lot of money now in society that could be in politics and anywhere. And that's the dangerous thing of this part. This is why this shit can't go on. And while we looking at other shit, it's a distraction. But you know, this is the more major part right here. You understand? While you looking for somebody coming across the border, these motherfuckers is already here. You get what I'm saying? Even if we talk about the cartel, people just like nobody really explains what the cartels do. They don't like go in depth, or you might see a documentary about, oh, we do this and we pack up these drugs and we do this or something. But there's more shit. That's just what they want you to see. There's more shit to cartel than that. It's like these are the big boys in town. Like they even probably got some of these other people that thought, oh, that's a little side hustle. I could give these numbers out, or I could give these social security numbers of people that got this this blood type. And now you in the cartel. You supposed to be protecting citizens, and you in the fucking cartel now. And now the cartel members could be like, hey, you know, you was giving us some social security numbers. I mean, all we got to do is go ahead and put this shit viral, and you done. And so motherfuckers are stuck, you know, from a little side job or something like this. So, like I said, there's something here. Okay, we got mood swing energy, but that's not what it is. It's just I get other intel coming in. Like these people could be on this frequency, and they want all these tarot readers to be on this frequency. Motherfucker, you talking to the Empress. The Empress is on the frequency of God. I'm talking about what God want to talk about. You could coach these other girls and send them those mass emails on what to stick to, so that it could look like they all on one accord and you out of place. That the Empress is out of place, but the Empress don't speak for no fucking man. The Empress is not owned by no man. This Empress ain't even fuck what you think I'm in. I'm questioning everything. So the Empress ain't even really in a relationship if you ask me. She ain't dating. She ain't none of that. She talking to God. That's what the Empress is doing. The Empress is talking to God. So these people, like I said, these people are having conversations with they self like it's you, getting you in the shit or getting me in the shit that I'm not even into. You know what I'm saying? I might. That's why I said I could have just been, you know, when they say, "Oh God, Father, why have you forsaken me?" And I'm gonna be looking at a motherfucker like you forsook yourself. If this, oh Lord, why have you forsaken me? Oh, you forsook yourself, cause I ain't going. This is somebody taking away your word or something and then making up your mind for you. It's not happening. These could also be groups of women here, or groups of transgenders, or something like this. that need these cis women or something like this on their team so that they can produce or something like this. And they, or no matter how much they hate you or how nasty they think you are, instead of putting you up, you know what I'm saying, or something like this, in a position where you will be doing good and then taking, and offering you something for your seed, these motherfuckers just want to take something. And that's what I'm saying. We trusting a group of men that follow behind these women with these big old asses, you know, that's focused on the dirtiest place of the woman's body or something like this. And I'm just thinking, that's sick. That's sick. That's sick. And you know, I got my own mind. And Hangman, I think we already did these. Yeah. Something going on. Somebody's also trying to block me from my original frequency of masculine energies or soldiers or something. That maybe at some point in time these people are supposed to be watching out for me on the low, right? While I'm in this protective custody state or something like this. But I don't know. It's almost like somebody wants you to pay for speaking your mind. Like, we still gonna speak our mind. You know what I'm saying? It's too many things coming in at too many different angles here. And it's almost like, you know, it's an office. Like, sometimes I look at my screen, it's like an office. I may not even, I just had the TV on and just be flicking through. And it's kind of like an office. It's like like a chart on my table or something to remind me of certain things, you know, that we probably need to talk about. But I don't know. I thought the weirdest thing, when I was just over there at the store getting something to eat or whatever, I could have sworn my brother-in-law drove past me. I'm thinking, what the fuck is he doing up here? What is he doing up here, all the way up here? That's why I'm saying it could be something weird like this. Like, these people trying to slide you over. They took, say I was the one that was like having a high status destiny, but they took and put, you took and put my spouse in that in that hierarchy position, and then you're gonna try to leave me here and kind of slide his brothers or his family. I'm not a Christian. I would consider myself, and I am, or the Christ. I'm not a Christian. A Christ is a follower of me or of this mission. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm not a Christian. I don't do what they say and doing in the Bible and all this other stuff. I'm not here to do that. I am that. I am that word or something like this. So I'm not doing that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you could try to judge all you want to, these skeptics or whatever in the church or whatever this is, but that's not what I'm here to do. I'm supposed to be here helping people or something like this, some other kind of way. And these people trying to act like somebody is a disease. You're hiding the people that I'm supposed to be helping, or you're outcasting them or something like this. Or you're disconnecting me from their frequency or from our frequency so I can't help them. So, like I said, somebody then got into my money or our money, you know what I'm saying? And then this motherfucker don't know how to act. I'm just thinking, like, when I seen that, I'm like, that's kind of strange. Why the fuck did that look like him? So we have somebody that's trapped in fear. All right. And then we have the wheel with some changes with this monarch energy and then a baby dragon. This could even be that they already processing a new group of like generation X or Z or something like this. And these people are moving into the frequency and going to be the mouthpiece for the lineage. A lineage could also have something to do with one person. So the people that, if it's like if they didn't get the Christ in the proper place because people were arguing or trying to hide this money or steal or being selfish or their eye was single, Christ wasn't able to see this. They was causing some type of distraction or a connection, and now these people could have found themselves moved out the way, and the new ones have stepped in because they didn't get the Christ into a certain position or place yet. So everybody's messed up because a couple of people wanted to be selfish and didn't want the Christ to have nothing so they can control my narrative or something like this throughout this process. And now everybody lost some type of power. Like you either was supposed to stand up yesterday or that's fucking it. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not afraid, but I don't know what this means. And then you got the Antichrist that could have been a part of one of these groups or one of these families, yours, mine, theirs, ours, or something like this. It's also somebody trying to drag you along, like we hanging out together or we doing this together, but it don't feel like that. It feel like you, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It feel like you got something in my back or something and you trying to pull me. I don't know. It feel weird. It don't feel like that. It don't feel like a team. Like as long as somebody keep trying to put that energetic fear on you, it just don't feel like that to me. And this is like, It's like a doctor when they doing something to you and they're like, oh, do this hurt or do that hurt? Like if you trying to numb me and you sticking me with something and I'm telling you it still hurt, why are you sticking me like that? You know what I'm saying? Why are you pushing it in that hard? I told you it still hurt. Wait 10 minutes or some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Or the doctor might say, oh, it still hurt. Okay, wait 10 minutes. But imagine the doctor still pushing, stabbing you with something until you say, oh, it don't hurt no more. No, usually they tap you a couple times with something and say, do that hurt? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Then they put the stuff down and they go prepare some stuff. And then they come back 5 minutes. What about this? And then you're like, a little bit less. And then they say, okay, what about this? And you're like, I can't feel nothing. He ain't gonna just be stabbing you with the damn thing like this, you know what I'm saying, until you can't feel no more. This is like something weird like that. All right. This is also about somebody's, like, I'm telling you, this is so weird because it's about somebody's existence. It's like somebody left you, maybe try to be domicile or docile, but they didn't get a chance to come reactivate something, and now they need you and you can't help them because they didn't get a chance. They didn't reactivate something. They didn't reactivate that line or something like this here. Maybe they listened to friends and family members that knew that like if this person was like looked at as the king, they just needed this motherfucker out of the way. And now they're gonna have access to this child or this wife or whatever this is of this person, and it's not a good thing. Because somebody was handling it with somewhat of care. And these people are not gonna do it. It's like they're just not. And they've moved themselves into some type of position here. They're not going to take care of your dog or your cat. This person hate cats. They told you that before you went to jail, but they're not going to take care of your cat like that. They're probably even about to kick it out or something. You know? And this person could be innocent that's in jail, but they knew that this person is tied to this person. They can hate this person, they can move on, but they're always going to, this is like watchdogs, or like somebody got a mental like that. Not to call nobody a dog, but I'm just saying somebody has a mental like that. And there's high society folk that know that this is happening, but this is all these people, lawyers, doctors, judges, trying to get away, these wicked judges that's talked about in the Bible that's trying to get away with something. All right? All right? Okay, somebody could care about somebody and somebody saying leave it alone or something like this. Like dust it off or something. But somebody loves you or you love this person. Okay, I'm going to take that because it almost came out twice. And then we have the magician in reverse. Somebody could be going dark here because they're trapped in fear or something. And somebody could be going into dark magic, or somebody could be doing dark magic on someone to make them be trapped in fear here. Also, whatever this is, it takes a team. You might as well give it up. You can keep trying. But if somebody's trying to dispute you, or they got to win at all costs. If this one person is doing this, you're not going to win. People were supposed to choose their side a long time ago. Something like this. We got the Empress here with the change with the Wheel of Fortune. All right. This is like putting some man in jail or something like this, and then he was supposed to link up with his twin or something within a certain amount of time. You put this person in jail. These people are linked to each other some kind of way, possibly. Or you put them in another country or something. And this is his prize, even if he treated this person like a trophy, or if this was just a ghost dad that only took care of his child from the background because he was kicked out of society. It's something like that. It's like to put somebody in a dark dark spot. Like they wish they would have listened to you, or they would have had you by their side, not these people. Because now, you know, they feel like you messed up and they could be messed up too. Yeah, somebody really loved this person here. But would dust it off, somebody wants you to forget about that. Or this person really loved you. I don't know. This could also put this Queen of Cups beneath you, because the Queen of Cups could have been dealing with this person and being their Queen of Cups and like being their earpiece or something like this. But she had this crown on her mind. And this person actually was doing what they was doing out of the heart chakra because they love this person. But I don't know if somebody want to keep both. All right. Also, there's like my head is underwater energy here. But this is not, it's almost like even if this is a woman, this is not her heart. She done ripped somebody else's heart out and she using it to siphon or get this man to think that this man, that she loved him more. But this is actually the person that was playing a mental game. This is the person. So I'm really logical when it comes to being the Empress. Somebody needed a feminine energy that was logical when it comes to a masculine energy that needs a woman to pour out his emotions on or share his emotions because he don't know how to. That's what a Queen of Cups is. But it's almost like this Queen of Cups is trying to replace this person in both places. I'm getting like the Four of Pentacles. You know how they got somebody on their mind with the heart, I mean, with the coin on their head, and then somebody that's in their heart, vice versa. It's something like this. This person know that you be on his mind all the time, but she got his heart. So he might check you for fucking with her or check her for, but somebody don't want you to be. So it's like somebody ripped your heart out and they presenting this like, look at me, you the heart, right? That's what you need. You look at this. Look at how this white stuff is coming out of her hand and going right up into this bowl. Somebody ripped somebody's heart out. You might be trying to reach somebody and they not. I feel like I could feel people trying to reach me and they're not getting my heart space. They're not able to. Like God is like, or whatever this is, this energy, it's like something is off, okay? Something is very much so off. It's making me think about in Originals at the beginning when that one guy, we're going to call him Anthony, was dealing with that one woman, his first, I said his worst wife, his first wife or whatever. I can't remember what her name was. I don't know what she was representing in the show, like a Lilith energy or something like this. And she ended up going over to that bird cage and she cut that bird open with her fingernail or something, and she ripped that bird's heart out. It's something like this. Maybe you speaking something on a platform or something like this, and this person want to rip your heart out because of it. Or like I said, this person was always like a secretary energy, or this is like a third party mental, the woman that's like the secretary. If these men were going for some kind of upgrade, this is the woman that would be like, oh sure, where do you want me to put that bed? It's like a techie, it's like a techie wife. You know, if these men have to hide these lifestyles while they prepare this, where do you want me to put the money today, sir? You know how they have those new cars with that thing that talk to you or whatever like this, or that Gemini thing. Okay, where do you want me to put this? Oh, would you like me to change the social security number on your wife's documents? Would you want me to change this? It's somebody, that's why everything is going digital here. You know what I'm saying? Like creating more jobs seem like the old way we used to do it. A library take a whole bunch of people, like people that go down, clean up the books, like bring books up from the basement, do all this other kind of stuff, write things down. It creates jobs. If one person could just tap a couple things on one computer, there's no jobs left. You know what I'm saying? So I never understood this, but you know, then again. But it's also easy to change things once you start digitizing everything. You know what I'm saying? Once you start getting everything digital. I also feel like somebody feel kind of weird because these people are already going up with some kind of thing, but as you speak or I speak, people are saying that plan sound better. Why did you say that she said that this plan sound better? I don't know. Maybe somebody is second guessing something here while somebody's running ahead thinking that they're winning something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody thinks that they're winning something, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's you actually. You know, maybe this person, somebody got in this person's head. Yeah, just keep that person out of everything. We'll get that person back when we start doing this or whatever. And now this person is behind the scenes doing some. I don't know, man. We got too busy winning, and then we got into you. Good chemistry, gay. I said gay vibes. I about to say gate vibes. I was gonna say great vibes, but gate or gay. Maybe this could be somebody's situation. Okay. Somebody could be a groupie of yours or something like this. All right. Broke ass. They ain't even supposed to be in there. Hold on. Let me get this out. Somebody could also be in their ego about a situation here. But yeah, this person wants your heart. This is like a witch that wants your heart because they want. This could even be the mother, or this is like a, say, an older witch been had. You met somebody, you think this they mother, but no, this is a witch that had this person under there, like a flying, had this person as a flying monkey. And when this person met you, they like your ways better. This could be a group of people. Like, we thought they said you was like this or something. No, we think we like these ways better. This is like Mommy Wata. Like, people always say the industry so bad. It wasn't always that way. Somebody let something in a long time ago, something that don't give a fuck about the way we do things. It's a snake energy. Now, there's going to be problems. Like, nobody's happy about their job. Most people, I'll just say in America, is not ecstatic to go to work every day. They're not, a lot of people in the world are not happy with their jobs. They're doing it because they have to make money. Now, somebody might argue that, like, there's different endorphin, dopamine, and all this other stuff when you doing stuff that, or you might challenge yourself when you challenge yourself to do stuff that you don't like to do. All right. But if that's talking about eating spinach, because you need whatever nutrition or whatever qualities come with eating spinach. Okay. Now that might work with something short term like that. Like, to force yourself, it makes your brain think different when you force yourself to do things that you don't like to do, to challenge yourself. Right. But at the same time, that's talking about like eating spinach or eating, like your parents would have told you. I don't think this is true, but it could, this, we thought it was when we was younger, when your parents say eat carrots, is good for your eyes. You don't like carrots, but my mom said it's good for my eyes, and I don't want to end up with glasses like Keith in our classroom. So, let me sneak a carrot in every time when I come home from school instead of eating a bowl of French fries. You know what I'm saying? And you challenge yourself to do this. But to challenge yourself to do something that you don't want to do every day and you hate doing every day, that can't be good for your mental health. It can't be good for prosperity. It can't be good for growth. It can't be. It's kind of like a way to get people to comply with something. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hate doing my hair. It's many other things that I do that I can't stand, and I end up doing them every day. But it's, somebody said, well, try to take that last thing that you hate. Why? Especially if I had the money to do it. Why? I'm just going to get it done. I don't want to do that. You see what I'm saying? Every single time I got to do my hair, I don't want to have to, do the whole thing by myself or whatever like this. So I kind of agree with that. About certain receptors are put out in the brain when you challenge yourself, or like if you don't want to get up and run around the block or something like this. I can understand that, to get you in the mood to start exercising or getting active. But then again, there's that something. It can't be healthy to balance out your energy. If it's something that you continue to see that you still can't stand it, you might just don't have to do it, because you probably don't have to do it. You get what I'm saying? Love could be a last name or something like this here. Like, people are just running over someone. A company is not, something is not put together well anymore. It don't even seem respectful because somebody's already moved off into something else. I'm telling y'all, but it's not a bright idea. Whatever this Ace of Wands, somebody did it too quick. They was trying to run from judgment from the Christ or from God or something like this, and they ran into something too quick. So some light is about to be put out, like just as quick as they did it or something like this. A light is about to be put out. I mean, this could be about somebody's Ace of Pentacles here. Somebody could be the last keeper of some information about an Ace of Pentacles or some type of funding or something, and they're trying to keep this person trapped or something because of it. Like, these are vultures, man. Seven of Swords energy. These could be this Crow King or Crow energy raising above some kind of third-party situation. These people are working together. This person is working with a flock of crows or something, animalistic energy. We also got this Queen of Wands that came out kind of sideways. I feel like there's a division here. Most of these people are on this polygamy or this third-party situation something, and somebody's like, just get her done energy. There's a couple people on this energy here. I'm not going to go too deep into that because I feel like it's... But again, somebody... Look at this. Like, see how this man is holding his hand under this bush? Or this little tree? And then all in the underworld, all these people are working on something. See, somebody could have told these people about this plan. They never told you about it. So to incorporate with you with something or have a reason or a means why, like, yeah, we're all working with the Empress. We're going to be doing this. Whatever this person is doing, do it down here so we could... These people could have known that. But you didn't know that this was happening. So it just seemed like you complained and you didn't comply with this. But it's just like, I don't know, something is very wrong with whatever this is. All right? Because even if you look at this, whoever this is that's covering up this bush, all these pentacles right here, this is like the root of something. This is where something actually started. Like an empire actually started. And see, he too busy looking at this girl. They touching on these big pentacles or whatever, but they got this on their mind, the money or the pentacles or these big three something here, the big three. But this girl is on the floor. She the one started knitting this, or she's the one that's making these beautiful things to put on this thing. This girl just walking around looking cute and touching on shit and looking at this man. She's the one that started this knitting thing. She's the one that started some kind of root thing. You understand? This is like sweatshop energy. You know, I remember about all these years ago, this girl named, I told you because when I was in the indigenous thing and we were sharing like American history and all that stuff on my channel years ago. All right. And I just remember this girl named Phoenix contacted me and was talking to me about my daughter's drawing. I put up a drawing that she made when she went to a Walking Dead like meet and greet or whatever. And I put up a drawing that my daughter did. Also, when my brother-in-law had his first daughter, I put up 2 pictures that she had drew on Facebook. And I'm wondering, man, because somebody else was on this shit too. And I'm like, you know what? We talked about this before, about this sweatshop shit. Like somebody was taking people to make them work for free, basically, making them into slaves. And then they trying to say nothing, but this is the empire of the people that you made into secret slaves. Do you get what I'm saying? This is, and I was thinking like, yeah. And she asked me, I'm like, And she was like, yeah, she should work for me or something like this. But I was thinking, I always got a bad vibe from this person. Like this person didn't fuck with me, or these were spies or something like this. And so I was like, and I kind of like dodged it. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she probably ain't going to be into nothing like that or whatever like this at this time or something. And this is like somebody that could have got a hold, or maybe this person was already dealing with a third party. Like they could have been dealing with the dark side of your masculine, or your masculine could have been split in half. This person who knew who you was when you contacted them. Maybe they didn't want this gang to know that they had children, or they was a part of your family unit. They used to be your main male until somebody gave you a new main male, and now this nigga out here with them. You see what I'm saying? And so this person could have been peering in on you. If these are people that had to leave or migrate, they could have been peering in on you, and somebody came in and, what is this that you looking at? Oh, who is this? And the person said, okay, don't say nothing, but this is that was my real family or whatever before I had to come get up in this thing or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Well, guess what? Oh, well, you should be able to get them kids back. They draw like that. Oh, that daughter is so pretty. Oh my goodness, these kids is cute. You know what? Let's figure out how we can use the law to illegally remove these children from this house. Then you can get your children back. And we can use them over here to help build a kingdom. And we're going to tear down, we're going to get that empress out the way. That's the empress? Yeah, we need to get that empress out the way and take her empire. Then we need these children that's gifted like this. Right? Somebody's trying to do this. And you just keep producing them. You know what I'm saying? Like two of my daughters can draw really good. You know what I'm saying? You keep producing them and somebody like, oh, we need more. It's never enough for somebody. But the whole thing is this person that they got sitting down here on the floor, right? This is where it all began. Even the shirt that this nigga got on is coming from over here where she knitted. This girl is tied to this man, not this one. So this could be like somebody that's left at home or outside of the box, and then there's two people here that are working together. This could be also some kind of telecommunication or some peer-to-peer communication. Oh, your wife wanted to have a nail salon or whatever? That sounds like a good idea. I got like $50,000 in the bank. For real. I mean, it was a good-ass idea when she explained it to me, but I played it off like you told me to, that it wasn't that good. And somebody could have opened up this salon now. Because the way you would have did this salon might be different. Now, somebody could be having a successful salon, but somebody might not be, because that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people be thinking they could do something that you got because they just got the money, or they got the something, or they think that, oh, you don't know nothing about money because you never had money. And these are some of the most precise people. I've been planning business ideas since I was 8 years old. I've been planning business ideas since I was 8 years old. The only thing missing is the money for me. So, I just knew that's where I was going to be. I was going to be having a business. Right? And God was telling me no loan, no credit cards. Nope. No matter how bad you want it. You had that one little $200 credit card in 1999 or 2000. Nope. For Macy's for $200. You don't need no other damn card. And I stuck to that. It's coming one day. And I didn't know what was being said to me at the time. But this could be what my legacy is to build with, and that somebody stole this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's so many people in on this here that could also fear like certain people taking over their own, things in the community. Like, black girl, when we have Asian people that usually has hair supply shops or whatever like this, but a lot of, and a lot of brown girls are doing their hair, so that's really good for that. But we don't have Asian shops that's doing hair. They're the ones that sell us the supplies. You see what I'm saying? But if black girls are doing nails now, that could be some kind of conflict there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we about to do over there now? So I don't know. I just feel like somebody was they was in a business partnership with you. Maybe it was a silent contract you didn't know. Or maybe they didn't have a contract. They just was doing contractual shit with you. And this person was discussing, the problem would be that you didn't know that this person was working with other people while they was with you to build. When all of these ideas, the Seven of Pentacles, came from this motherfucker right here. Why is she sitting on the floor over here and you sitting here finagling around with this bitch? Do you understand what I'm saying? And even if this person is distant or estranged from you, why you knew that I'm a seer, or did you not know? You didn't believe me. You knew one day I was going to pick up these cards, or I was going to start thinking, and I was going to figure this out, and I was going to speak on it. You know I wasn't going to be in a one-sided unrequited something and not try to figure it out and just sit here in the dark and do these. Oh, like today, let me see what's in the reading. Oh, I think that this what they could be doing over there. Oh, I hope they doing such a good job when I get to join. Fuck you talking about. I don't sit up under nobody. I don't sit there and let nobody else do no work for me or nothing like this. Because I had the luxury of being an at-home mom and not being demanded if I didn't want to. I picked up jobs when I wanted to or when I got too bored or something like this. But it doesn't mean that I like people to do stuff for me, everything for me. When I'm doing business, I like to be right there, front and center. So you know what I'm saying? I like to do from the end to the beginning to the end. So it just wouldn't make no sense. It wouldn't make no sense, like I said, unless this was somebody else's original idea or something that you started with a masculine and something happened to this person and then these people created something else and brought it over here to you. I mean, somebody could have been, trying to build a future knowing what these people were doing. They just could have stayed low and went in the background and they was trying to, navigate something here. I don't know, y'all. Because even these children, if these people is doing something, if this is some kind of compound or something, these people really don't have nothing to do with it. They just the ones that been having a sneaky intelligence. This woman, this is her whole thing here. This Queen of Wands here. Maybe, see, this make me think about that Crow movie I was about to watch where that guy and his girlfriend got killed. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe you didn't get killed. Maybe you almost got killed or something like this. I don't know. And this person got killed. Or maybe this person got back up and realized that they thought both of y'all was killed and he was trying to get a vengeance or something. But the wife ain't killed. Or something like this. I don't know, y'all. Because I know I can camouflage my feelings or like source show me how to shut myself down or something like this. When people is being dangerous around me or something like this. And I'm talking about with like so-called spirituality or weapons. So, maybe these are signs of death or zombieism or something naturally, but, it could be something like that, y'all. It's making me think about when I was listening to that Lizzie Not the Great, because I noticed that I had seen this lady that looked just like her when I was little in my room. And then she was talking about how, back in the day when her friends, whatever, they used to be gossiping on the phone. And then she started a business. And then she like, oh, well, why don't you just get up? Why are you talking about such and such? Why don't you just get up and do your own business or something like this or whatever? And she was like, we was doing this business and we was doing great and everything like this. But it seemed like the same cycle. And these are people that are sitting in front of your face and say, pick yourself up by your bootstrap when they got your bootstraps. I see them hanging out your back pocket or something like this. You see what I'm saying? So this could be the same thing that these witches did to my mother or your mother or somebody's mother, saying when you were little here. Sand? I don't know why I said sand. The Sanhedrin. Because I'm telling you, even with this right here, he looked like he's sheltering this tree, but he's really not. He's taking the light from the tree and shining it down on the roots. So this is kind of like a strange rendition of what's going on here. But I don't know why. I don't like the fact that these two people are standing over this man now. That's connected to this woman that the original roots began here. This is like Empire, Cookie and Lion, the Cookie and Lucius. Like somebody could have been, they could have just basically just put you outside the box on purpose and built something with somebody else. Even it was your idea. Or your finances that invested in something. And because this person want to be a hoe, or because this person want to, with this green shirt, want to stand over both of these people, in the darkness, coming out of the shadows. It's like, I don't know. This is like some kind of weird legalities, man. I don't know, man. And this has made somebody in the Nine of Cups that seem to be coming straight up out of what you was birthed out of a gold mine. And all these bowls is empty right here. And, there's no abundance and there's nothing in these bowls. Somebody's still happy. Maybe you didn't know that this whole thing was going on. There's a lot of abundance here. There's a lot of happiness. You should be doing something lively right now. There's something that you should be doing. It should not be looking like this. And I noticed that she got blue hair, whoever this is. So I don't know if somebody put this blue hair on you, or if this is your original, you know, you originally wear your hair like that. It's almost like a table being prepared here. But if these people are on a neural chip and she's not, these people is thinking about doing something now. I don't know what this is, man. They not. Yeah, when you was little and big, somebody has been doing this to somebody their whole life. Somebody has been doing this to somebody their whole life. Hold on.